connected. Each conspiracy leads to another, and eventually they all lead to one grand global conspiracy orchestrated by an ominous network called the New World Order.
The New World Order is this long-term scheme that originates from the higher concentrations of money on this planet. The elitists, the aristocracy, the royalty, bringing all control together in a single governing body so that the economy, politics, and the social order are more easily manipulated.
This establishment we may consider as the New World Order is moving towards a one world government. Now, how is that occurring? In some countries we may see a coup, in other countries we may see political parties breaking down. These things may just seem like the course of history, but really being structured and orchestrated by the strings of the New World Order.
It's a control thing. The New World Order is about controlling the population of the world.
Information is a weapon they can use against you.
The New World Order is very closely linked in with the international banking cartels, and those groups now are manipulating national governments through debt. It's very clear that there's a dozen or 13 family dynasties that collectively control the USA and the banking cartels that form the core banking entities in the world today.
These banking families have been doing this for decades. They make the wars. They make and break nations.
Can't fool all of the people all of the time.
The Rockefeller interests are one of the prime groups that control some of the biggest banking organisations in the world, and through that, certainly they are major players in controlling the US Federal Reserve, and the government of the United States toes the line to the Federal Reserve because it is privately owned and it pulls the purse strings.
The New World Order.
I saw the Gulf War as an exercise in terror. It was a staging of a war which would shock the world.
New World Order.
When the New World Order was declared by President Bush, it was during a war. War was being used to tell people, okay, we are now in control.
The enforcement agency for the New World Order is very clearly and inarguably the United Nations.
What George Bush was saying to the world with the Gulf War was that we, the United States, control the United Nations.
Just the way it's going to be.
George Bush is an exceptional case because he was the head of the CIA, and he is fundamentally a Texas oil millionaire. He represents the oil interest.
They want to know all about you as an individual. Well, don't take that pencil.
There is absolutely a connection between the intelligence agencies of most nations and the New World Order. The orders that they get given in many cases are absolutely despicable, and some of the worst of it is in the area of chemical and biological warfare experimentation, mind control, assassination, manipulation of foreign governments, things where America has become what Ronald Reagan referred to as the evil empire. Anybody who has an interest in civil liberties should be in grave fear of the New World Order, because what George Orwell wrote in his book 1984 was just foreshadowing what he recognised would happen if we just let this scam run unchecked.
This one world government, from what I've seen, from what I know, is a small group of people, globally, strung together, harnessed together, to make us accept the fact that this is the ultimate way for the globe to be controlled.